My name is Hui Ching, and this is a video of a dietary habits consultation completed on the 10th of June 2020.
Welcome back, Olive. How are you doing today?
Doing good, doing good. Bit tiring today. It's been at work.
Yeah. Just a quick recap on what we have done last time I met you.
hmm
Um, we've uh, we've come up with a program that you could do at the gym from 2 to 3 times. Um, depending on your recovery rate, you could do it up to 4 times. Just make sure that you're giving yourself a rest day in between, plus with your occasional 30-minute walks.
hmm
All
I'm
right.
still doing those, yeah.
So today I'm going to just give you some advice based on nutrition. I strongly believe is the last is one of the last pieces that you need in order to achieve your fitness goal. How does it sound?
Sounds good, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a series of um, 6 questions.
hmm
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's start. So, question one: how many serves of vegetables do you usually eat per day?
Uh,
Given that it's half a cup of cooked vegetables or a whole cup of uncooked greens.
Probably about 4 to 5 servings a day.
Yeah. How many serves of fruit do you usually eat per day?
Mm, about like 2 to 3 apples and bananas.
Great. How many serves of bread and cereals do you eat per day?
A lot. um, Maybe like 4, sometimes 5.
How many serves of dairy do you eat? Do you consume per day?
Not a lot. I have little issues with dairy. So maybe nothing, maybe once with coffee.
Cool. Uh, how many serves of meat or alternatives do you consume per day?
Um, Maybe one. I'm not a big meat eater. Just,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, Final question, um, but not the least. So how many discretionary choices do you think you have in a week? For example, ice cream, processed meat, um, biscuits. I would say high palatable food.
Um, I mean, I treat myself every now and then, so maybe like 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay, great. And now we're on to the guidelines.
Okay.
Okay. So based on what you have answered, we're going to compare you to normative data, which is which is recommended by the Australian Dietary Guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so the Australian Dietary Guidelines is consisted of 5 guidelines. Um, so so guideline number one, in order to maintain a healthy weight, you need to be physically active and choose amount of nutritious food and drinks to meet your calorie intake. So especially you're stepping onto your 50s and 60 probably later on. We need to eat the most nutritious foods that we can get our hands on. So guidelines number two: enjoy a wide variety of nutritious foods from the following 5 food groups every day. Lots of vegetables of different types and colors, and legumes and beans. Plenty of fruit, grain foods, mostly whole grain, um, or high cereal fiber varieties such as bread, cereals, rice, pasta, etc. Lean meats and poultry, fish, eggs, and tofu, nuts and seeds, milk and yogurt, cheese, and all the alternatives. Mostly reduce fat, and drink plenty of water. The reason why we're eating a wide variety of nutritious foods from these food groups is that they would cover our entire macronutrient intake. So they are made up of three components: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. With the vegetables and fruit, and of course grain foods, they would give you plenty of carbohydrates as well as plenty of micronutrients. Lean meats and poultry, they would give you protein and some fats at the same time. Line number three, lean meat intake of foods containing saturated fat, added salt, added sugar, and alcohol. So what we've gone through with the questionnaire was the very last question, which was question 6, where I asked you how many serves of discretionary choices that you have in a week. Mostly of the discretionary choices fall into this category of foods that contain saturated fat, added salt, and added sugars. As an exercise professional, we have an important role in supporting you as a client to make nutrition changes. Even though we tend to see you more often than health professionals, and most likely we would develop strong relationships with you as a client. It's our responsibility to work within our professional limitations to provide basic healthy eating information and advice through the application of nationally endorsed nutrition. So at the same time, providing general nationally endorsed public health information that can educate and support positive client health outcomes. Since you've experienced night sweats and hot flushes, in my opinion, that it could be the reason why you're not feeling as energized. Obviously, the exercise program that I came up for you would do some of the good thing to you to your body. This is going to give you some positive stress that you can recover from with the right diet. We're that much closer to achieving your goal. So the general advice that I could give you, based on my limitations, would be that you should maintain the same intake of fruit, vegetables, grains, and cereals. Since you tend to underconsume your dairy or meat alternatives, I would ask you to up your dairy daily servings from 0 to 1 serve per day to at least 2 to 3 serves per day, or even better, 4 to 5 serves per day. With meat or meat alternatives, you were saying that you're consuming between less than a serve per day. I would highly recommend you to go up to 2 to 3 serves per day.
I'll try. I like fish. Maybe I'll try fish.
Based on the Australian dietary guidelines, you were pretty low on your dairy and meat. So what I would like you to do is increasing your dairy intake from less than a serve per day to 2 to 3 serves per day. Optimally, you're supposed to consume 4 serves per day.
Ooh, that's gonna be hard. Okay,
And
I'll try.
and your meat intake is low as well. So from less than a serve per day, you're optimally consuming 2 to 3 serves per day.
Okay,
So that's just a quick recap.
more meat, more protein. Okay.
It doesn't have to be meat. It could be fish. It could be seafood. That it could be eggs as well.
Okay, I like eggs. I can try and have more eggs.
But also, if you're a fan of legumes or beans, especially tofu, you're better off having the foods that you enjoy more, especially with the night sweats and hot flushes. Some would recommend you to eat more tofu or any soy derived products.
All right, I'll give it a go.
Let's give this advice. I would say a 4-week trial and see how you go.
Okay, I'll try
Yeah.
4 weeks. I can do that.
And
I'll let you know how I feel. Okay, sounds good. That was very informative, Hui. Thank you so much.
thank you for your time, Olive, and we shall see you very soon.
All right, I'll see you next time, Hui. Bye.
Bye.